guilty.
Aaron Lahane entered his pleas as part of a deal with Wood County prosecutors. The 21-year-old Loveland man is due to be sentenced in February and could face a potential prison term. Lahane pleaded guilty to 8 counts of hazing, 2 misdemeanor obstruction counts, and violation of underage alcohol laws. The counts stem from the March death of 20-year-old Stone Foltz, who was trying to join Pi Kappa Alpha. He was found unconscious by a roommate after the hazing ritual and died 3 days later. Daniel Barnett, ONN News.
The Cincinnati Bearcats are still ranked number 2 in the country in the AP College Football Poll. Georgia is still number 1. Alabama is 3rd, passing Oklahoma at 4th, and Ohio State is still 5th. Michigan is 6th. I'm Dave James on the Ohio News Network.
Live and local conversation for the Ohio Valley continues shortly, here on the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
You took the first step and quit smoking. But even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
West Virginia Northern Community College will host its fall open house, both in person and virtually, on Saturday, November 6th, from 9 a.m. to noon. Both formats allow you to learn about programs, admissions, financial aid, and more. If you attend in person in New Martinsville, Wheeling, or Weirton, you can also tour the campus. Everyone participating in Northern's open house could win a $1,000 scholarship. For more information, visit wvncc.edu.
Technology can be challenging for business leaders, but Omni Strategic Technologies enables your business to perform without limits. They're the only IT company the Watchdog trusts. Omni offers IT managed services, cybersecurity and advisory solutions, backup and disaster recovery, and can handle all your hardware needs. If your business is faced with any technology challenges, the answer is simple. Call Omni Strategic Technologies at 304-242-7600. Or visit them at www.omniperforms.com.
Introducing our new redesigned 7 News app. Our new app features a sleek, modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier, and with one tap, you have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video. To get the new WTRF 7 News app, just update the latest version or download the WTRF 7 News app in your Apple or Google Play Store by searching WTRF.
Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local 83 want to thank the owners and contractors of the Ohio Valley for using their locally trained workers to help build for the future. Local 83 helps design, fabricate, and build the gas infrastructure for the oil and gas industry here in the Ohio Valley. Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local 83 is 300 members strong and growing. They also do residential, commercial, and industrial work on both sides of the river. For more information, call Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local 83 at 304-233-4445.
Hello, everyone, from the Watchdog. I'm the Storm Tracker, Darnell Foster, with a look at your local weather forecast for your start to the work week. Look for mostly cloudy skies with an occasional shower or rumble of thunder, a daytime high near 62, the overnight low of 49 degrees under mostly cloudy skies, mostly cloudy and rainy to start your Tuesday, with temperatures in the mid-50s for daytime highs. Have yourself a great day, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm the Storm Tracker, Darnell Foster.
The views and opinions expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of this station or its sponsors.
I'm not a Monday guy.
I'm not crazy about it either. I also don't like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays.
Are you ready to go?
I'm warning you, I'm seriously stressed out here.
You always drink like this so early in the morning?
Isn't it a bit early in the day for the bottle? Even for you?
Keep your voice down. Your father's listening to the radio.
Make the radio call.
It's time to get up.
It's time to hear that pop.
This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
We are go for launch.
Live from the Robinson Auto Group studios in the heart of the Ohio Valley, this is the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
And welcome to Monday, 62 degrees and clear at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport. A little bit cooler down here at my home studios in Elm Grove. 49 degrees here at the home studios. And we have about 52 degrees at the Robinson Auto Group Studios downtown Wheeling. In the heart of the Ohio Valley, going to be increasingly cloudy during the day today. Showers, a rumble of thunder this afternoon. Daytime high around 70 or so, down to 50 tonight and only up to 53 tomorrow. And rain is kind of with us over the next several days in depth and in detail. It is 7:11 here on the Watchdog Morning Show on a Monday morning. I'm ready to greet the week. I'm feeling good. Had a good weekend. How about you, Brother Biff? Good weekend? No, you worked a lot, but how was your weekend?
Good weekend. Watched a lot of football, and that was pretty much it.
I know you worked a good bit, right? As you always do on the weekends.
Yeah, I mean, had the Central game Friday night, and had Martins Ferry Belair Saturday afternoon, and that was it. And came in, had the polka show and mass on Sunday, and that was it.
Now, when you're here, I know you're in the studios every Sunday morning. You kind of get things all ready for the polka show, the polka showcase every Sunday from 9 until 11 on both of our radio stations. Do you dance around? Do you polka a little bit while you're in there? You know, while they're playing in the studios and you're in the hallway. Do I see you doing a little polka out there?
No, I'm walking around talking to those guys. That's pretty much it.
I don't know how you can help from, I mean, when the polka music starts to go, in heaven there is no, how do you just not start, moving? Now, I don't know how to dance on polka. I just sort of make a move around. Anyway, I had a good weekend. Teddy was with us all night Friday. Friday nights that's standard now. In fact, he'll tell his mama on Monday morning, Mama, it's Friday. I'll be spending the night at Granddad's. So it's become a regular Friday night routine, which is just fine for us, fine for Teddy. I think his normal bedtime is maybe like 8:30, something like that. I'm not sure. And every Saturday morning they say, what time did he go to bed? Oh, a little before midnight. No, I want to get all the playtime I can in. So normally over the years, and some of you may go back and remember me saying this about my own kids, I always tell my kids a story at night. I always would make up a story, tell them a story. I had some characters I would often talk about. There was Galunky, the monster that actually was not scary looking, so his friends didn't like him because he was too nice looking. Or Nigglemeyer the Baloney Man was one of my favorites. Nigglemeyer the Baloney Man, the Baloney Man, the Baloney Man, Nigglemeyer the Baloney Man, he eats a lot of meat. These are stories I would tell my kids. Now I started telling them to Teddy. This for the first time Friday night, Teddy said, Granddad, could I tell you a story? So he told me, and I'm telling you, his mind worked real well. We went over the bridge and into the woods and underneath a bear and through a ghost and into a haunted house, and I broke a skeleton I broke the bones of a skeleton. It was really neat. He's starting to think creatively. I like that. And then we had him most of the day on Friday too, or on Saturday as well. So it was kind of a big Teddy weekend for us, which was kind of fun. Now, yesterday, Biff, I did something I want to tell people about. I decided yesterday, Teddy wasn't with us, so I started thinking about Christmas, all right? Started thinking about ordering Christmas stuff, and I don't know what to get my wife. I have no idea. Zip, zero, zilch, yet, none. But for Teddy, I have some ideas. For Ariana, I have some ideas. And for some of my kids, I have ideas. I can't say any of them here. But I did a pretty good job using Amazon as my delivery service. I did a pretty good job of ordering a number of things for Teddy, a number of things for other people yesterday. But you know what I discovered? It's not a joke. Delivery is taking a long time. Anything I ordered that was electronics-based, Biff, now I ordered it yesterday, which was October 24th, right?
Yes, yesterday was the 24th.
I ordered it October 24th, and there were a number of things. Basically, anything that was electronics or based, early December for delivery. I mean, people, if you're going to order some stuff, you better get going. I know we've talked here a lot about the supply chain problems and the delays and the potential price hikes and empty shelves and so on. And then I see an awful lot on social media, people going, it's just media hype. They're just trying to hype us. There is no problem out there. I'm going to tell you right now, from the experience I had yesterday, October 24th, I placed orders that I will not get till December the 9th. This is on Amazon in my particular case. If you are going to order something online, again, especially if it's electronics based, you better get moving, pal, because now's the time. These supply chain delays are apparently very real. I mean, I got to be honest. I knew they were there, but I didn't expect that. I didn't expect it that late. Ordering yesterday, I thought maybe I don't know, a week before Thanksgiving or something, maybe. But no, early to mid-December in some things that I ordered. Yikes! So I'm glad I started ordering them. I suppose you haven't done your Christmas shopping yet, Biff.
No. No, not even. I'm not even thinking about that right now.
I don't normally like to think about shopping this early, but I'm telling you, at least if you're going to do it online or if you're going to expect delivery things, you better be careful. You probably heard a story on ABC News that the Postal Service is adding a lot of additional employees at the holiday season. I think they're adding additional trucks and all that kind of stuff, but it's going to be, getting things delivered is going to be tough. And what is it that we are looking for? Every year I look to see if there's any gadgets I could ask for. I'm a gadget kind of guy. You guys all know that. I love gadgets. And that's why I've got my Amazon personal assistant, and I love my phones and my iPads and Apple pencils and all those kind of things. So I'm always looking to see what gadgets people are interested in this in any given year, what might be new. I have a list this morning of the top gadgets that people are hoping to get for the holidays. I don't have number 10. I don't know why I have 9. I only have 9. Why would they give me 9? Why wouldn't they give me 10? Well, anyway, number 9, Xbox Series 10. Maybe that's where the 10 comes from. I don't know. Xbox Series 10. Must be a new Xbox, I suppose.
That'd be my guess.
Ted, Biff, what were you when you were a kid? What kind of game system did you have? Xbox, Nintendo, Atari. What did you have?
I grew up with Sega, the Sega Genesis at first. That was
Sonic.
Wore the cartridge out, I think, on a Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I think it was. But wore that thing out, and along with some other of those cartridges for the Sega. So the Sega Genesis was the first one I had, and then after that it was PlayStation, and then after the PlayStation disintegrated in the fire, there was nothing after that. That was it. So it was.
You don't do video games anymore?
No, I haven't done video games in probably over at least 10 years.
It's something to occupy your time. I think an awful lot of adults are still playing video. I am. Of course, I'm playing them because I'm playing with Teddy. But anyways, Xbox Series 10 is the number 9 most desired gadget of the year. Teddy has Nintendo Switch. Excuse me. So the items that we've bought, a couple of games for that, for him on the Nintendo Switch. I think my kids had Sega because I loved Sonic the Hedgehog. I just loved Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, yeah. Spent many hours playing that.
I wonder if I could get an app. I wonder if there's like an app or something where you could just have fun with Sonic the Hedgehog on your phone or your iPad or something.
I know they
look into that.
They have a movie, the Sonic movie, because I'm trying to think. I think it was our flight from Atlanta into Key West when we went down. The flight that we were on, I had a father on the left, and then one of his sons, probably about, I don't know, maybe like probably 8 to 10 maybe. He was next to me, and I think he had a switch that he was playing with, and after that, the TV that was on the back of the seats, you could get movies and stuff, and I think it was the Sonic movie that was actually playing, and I kind of glanced over for a minute and was watching it.
You were
and
sneaking a peek.
I was sneaking a peek at Sonic. I was, as the football game was probably at a commercial. That's why I was sneaking a peek over. And all of a sudden, I just see Sonic just start spinning and the screens lighting up and everything. And it's like, oh man, does this bring back memories or what? But yeah, they even made apparently a movie about the Sonic or the game or something. But yeah, it was pretty interesting.
I'm like you. I really enjoy it. When my kids had the Sega system, I loved playing Sonic the Hedgehog. Then my kids had, like you, several of them. They had Sega, had a PlayStation. I don't think they ever had Atari. I don't think. I could be wrong. Anyways, and Teddy is Nintendo Switch right now. Xbox Series 10 is the number 9 most desired Christmas gadget this year. Number 8, smart speakers for your smart gadgets. Number 7, this does not surprise me, wearable fitness trackers like Fitbit or the Apple Watches. Those are going to be big this year. PlayStation 5 is big on the list of top gadgets. Smart exercise equipment like the Peloton bike come in at number 5. Man, Peloton's got a racket. I don't mean in a bad way, but you have to buy the bike, and it ain't cheap, is my understanding, right? I mean, they're fairly expensive.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
They're back on the market now. They'd actually taken them off for a while because they had some accidents occurring with them. But the Peloton bike. But then, you watch all these ads where you see them on their bike, and there's the trainer on the screen, going, "Come on, Peloton, come on, let's do this." You got to pay for that. I mean, you buy the bike, then you got to pay for the trainer, the video trainer. They got a racket going, I'm telling you.
They know how to do it because of, a lot of people apparently have them.
Absolutely. Now, I think a lot of people have them. I'm not 100% sure how many of those who have them use them. I could be wrong, but I suspect that some Peloton bikes have become clothes hangers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I think so. Number 4 on the list of most desired gadgets this year, wireless headphones. Well, they're very good to have. We have a bunch of them around the house. I have one. Nancy has one. I think we have one more for some reason.
You see a lot, and I don't know if it's just because, watching football or if they do it during the week, but the Bose headphones, the little ones that you put in your ear that I think is Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback for the Chiefs, who got hurt yesterday, but I think he's the one in the commercial that's got the little earphones or noise canceling headphones, whatever they are that he's got on. I mean, I've seen a lot of commercials for that.
Well, wireless headphones are number 4. Number 3, years ago when these first came out, I bought one for Nancy. Robot vacuums, these little, Roomba, they were called Roombas. I don't know if you remember that or not. These little, they would just roam around the floor, and they'd bump into your chairs, and then they would move around, and they would theoretically, clean your floor automatically. The Roomba. I bought one for Nancy when they very first came out. It's been a long time ago. Our Roomba died. I think it hit a chair too hard or something.
Oh, it's
boing, and all the parts came out.
It's amazing what that thing can do, and especially how it maneuvers around stuff and everything. It's like, man, that robot knows how to do that, and it's something. I mean, but it does the job. That's for sure.
And it at least what we had, the Roomba that we had years ago. I assume it's probably gotten more sophisticated now. It would learn the layout of your room. Now, when you first put it down, it would just sort of boom, 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 just go around and, hit the chair and hit the sofa and hit the wall and so on. But it would learn. It would learn from that what the layout of your room was, and then after a while, it wouldn't hit the wall. It wouldn't hit the chair because it knew enough to go around it. I don't know that I want some vacuum on the floor sweeping around that's smart enough to learn how to walk. You know what I mean?
I think it might have been my niece when she was real little, but my mother put her on the Roomba. And it
took her for a ride.
It started just it stayed in place and it just spun around. So you see her sitting on there and she's just going round and round and round. And I'm like, "Mom, what the hell are you doing?" She goes, "I'm cleaning." I go, "You got the little one on the Roomba." She likes it. Well, yeah, she likes it. She's gonna like anything at that age. They don't care.
Cleaning. See, she enjoys it. She doesn't know she's taking a ride. She thinks she's at the fairgrounds taking a ride.
Probably the greatest thing in the world to her. But I started shaking my. I'm like, "Oh, come on, Mom, what are you doing?"
I'm thinking though, our Roomba died a long time ago. This could be the year for Roomba 2 in the Monroe household. 'Cause I have no ideas for my wife. That could be it. The electric vacuum. My daughter-in-law sent me a picture last night of Teddy actually vacuuming their house. Boy, she's got him trained. He had the vacuum, which is all over the house. Holy mackerel. All right, number 2 on the list of top gadgets this year, the video doorbell. Things like the Ring doorbell. I find my Ring doorbell to be really useful to me. Several reasons. Number 1, it lets me know if somebody is at my doorbell. Am I getting a delivery? Somebody rings the doorbell. I have it set so if somebody comes onto my porch, I know they're on my porch. I can use my phone, take a quick check to see who it is. That's always nice. We have a lot of cars on our street anymore, Biff. So a lot of times we're parked blocking our mailbox. So if I hear the mailman coming, I can check with my Ring to see if the mailman is in front of our house so we can run out and get the mail. So I like my Ring doorbell. And of course, it's good security. It really is. If you're in the middle of the night, your Ring doorbell goes off at 3 o'clock in the morning, you go, I better take a look and see what's there. I think a Ring is a brand name. There are other kinds as well, Ring as we have. That's very good. That's number 2. And then the top video gadget people want, or not video, but the top electronic gadget people want this year is a new 5G phone.
Probably the iPhone 13.
The iPhone 13. Man, they've got I know because I was looking this up online last night. You got the iPhone 13, the iPhone 13 Pro, the iPro 13, or the iPhone 13 Maxi, and then the iPhone 13 Mini. I don't even know what all these things are. And I don't know what the difference between all of them is. But they're all out there. They're all available. And that is the number, not necessarily the iPhone, but the 5G phones are the number 1 gadget people are wanting this year. And again, let me tell you from specific experience on this particular item, you are going to wait right now until mid-December to have it delivered. And if you wait too long, you'll have to be giving a picture of the iPhone under the tree at Christmas time.
It's no surprise that the phones are number 1 because you know how many times when a new phone comes out, it's immediately there's a rush to get it and everything. So that doesn't surprise me.
I am perpetual. Every time a new phone, look, everybody knows I love the newest and latest gadgets. I really do. And every time a new iPhone comes out, I'm an iPhone kind of guy. Many of you might be Android or so, but I'm an iPhone person. Every time the new iPhone comes out, I say, oh, yeah, I want to get that. And then I look at all the features and I say, why? You know, I mean, my phone works just fine. And it doesn't seem that the new features are enough of new features for me to, well, spend another $1,000 or whatever it is, you know. But they don't tell you that. They say it's only $16.23 a month. Okay, fine. But it just never seems like. And I did that last night. I'm looking at this iPhone 13, and I'm thinking, yeah, I want a 13. I'll tell my wife this is my Christmas gift. And I got thinking, I don't know. You know, it's got 3 cameras with new depth, and you can actually make a movie with this. I don't want to make a movie. You know, what do I look like? Cecil B. DeMille? I'm not going to make a movie. So, but boy, they can hype you, can't they, Biff?
Oh, and they know how to do it too. That's for sure.
They can definitely hype you. All right, well, so that's those are the top gadgets people are looking for this year. Again, keep in mind, I'm speaking from experience, the so-called supply chain delays are very real. I found it yesterday as I began to order a number of things, and several of the items I ordered yesterday, aren't going to be delivered until mid-December, which I would assume means if I'd wait another couple of weeks, which would be normal, as I said, I'd be giving pictures of the gift instead of the gift. So be careful about that. All right, 7:30 already. Holy mackerel. 7:30 in the morning. It's a Monday. Here is what we are talking about today on the Watchdog Morning Show. On Friday, there was a big huff and puff over some Maryland counties wanting to secede to West Virginia. Governor Justice welcomed them in. Why, y'all come. You're going to be so happy here in West Virginia. God help us, the governor said, "Wow, we have 4 seasons." How many seasons do you think Maryland has, Governor? Seriously.
They only get 2 out of the 4 in Maryland.
Yes, I don't know. Anyways, that big falderall on Friday, that huge to-do, it's done. It's already over before it started. I'll tell you about that. One of our regular political analysts has written a piece for Newsweek this week. Matt Robeson is going to join us to warn that a Trump candidacy in 2024 could bring us to the abyss. That's his quote. And he says, how come the Democrats aren't getting more concerned about this? Matt's with us a bit later on. Ohio County COVID cases dropped below 100. Marshall County prepping a drive-through booster clinic. And WVU Medicine halts their vaccination mandate. Lots of COVID conversations for you this morning. Wheeling Council considering $500 bonuses for all vaccinated employees. McCabe and I fought about this on Friday on the Watchdog Morning Show's Friday Roundtable. Councilman Dave Palmer in with us today to discuss this. Wheeling Mayor Elliott has joined Charleston and Huntington's mayors in penning a piece supporting Biden's Build Back Better bill, and Biden meets with Joe Manchin on that very same subject. So all of these are things that I'm going to be talking about over the course of the morning. Oh, and the JFK assassination. I got that too. All of this and more coming up here on the Watchdog Morning Show. Something on your mind? Use the text line 304-214-1600, 304-214-1600, or if you choose, feel free to use the CityNet hotline 304-232-8255, 304-232-TALK. Happy to hear from you on the phone line as well. After we check some headlines for you, Aaron is still away. Aaron Myler is still at the wedding today, right, Biff? He's not on this morning, right?
Yeah, this will be his last morning, and then we'll have him back tomorrow morning.
So I don't have Aaron to talk about this, but the NOAA, the Weather Service people, put out their winter predictions over the weekend, and I want to share that with you, what they're saying this winter is going to be like. So we'll do that in our weather segment coming up this morning here on the show. All right, let's check some headlines. 7:34, 26 before the hour, and 62 at the airport, 50 here at the home studios. And let's check headlines from the Big 7 right now.
The WTRF Channel 7 News Update is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
Now it's time for your...
Kidnapping took place just over a week ago. U.S. Senator Rob Portman says he knows the U.S. is trying to help these people. He says he recently passed legislation that requires the government to do a better job at addressing these violent gangs. This requires an interagency approach, which means not just the State Department, but also law enforcement. Moving to Ohio County, new COVID cases are under 100 for the first time in more than 2 months. According to the health department, 85 have been reported since October 17th. Health officials also confirmed 2 COVID-related deaths. More than 1/4 of new cases are from patients under the age. For anyone 65 and older, and those 18 and older with underlying medical conditions, you must bring an ID and your vaccination card if you want your booster. Some lane restrictions will be in place this week in downtown Wheeling. Starting this morning, the left lane of Main Street will be closed to all traffic. That closure is taking place between 9th and 12th Streets. 10th Street will also be closed. That was a look at your headlines. Have a great day, everyone.
In case you missed it, Sunday Night Football, the Colts over the 49ers, pouring down rain, 30-18. The Steelers were idle Sunday, but I'm sure the players and the coaching staff watched the Bengals-Ravens contest played in Baltimore. How about the Bengals? They win 41-17. How about quarterback Joe Burrow? He threw for career-high 416 yards. That included 3 TDs.
We're 2-0 in the division for the first time that I can remember. And, the most exciting thing were 2 of the last 3 drives where, they knew we were going to run the ball. And the O-line really, took it to them.
Bengals are 5-2. They're the current leaders in the AFC North. How about that oldie but goodie Tom Brady? 4 TDs. The Buccaneers whipped the Bears 38-3. Oh, by the way, TB now has 602 career touchdowns. That's a record. The Bucs are 6-1. Let's hear from Tom Brady.
But so many guys played great tonight. The running backs played great. The line played phenomenal. Anytime you almost have 200 yards rushing, defense was incredible. Receivers did a good job. So, just wish I had a couple better throws. But other than that, it was a great win.
Believe it or not, the Kansas City Chiefs are 3-4 after losing to the Tennessee Titans 27-3. This is the head coach of the Titans, a former Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker, Mike Vrabel.
The way we started and then got some stops, got turnovers, took advantage. There's going to be things in the second half that, we probably are going to want to do better, but, we'll take a look at the tape and we'll move on.
The Titans offense scored on their first 5 possessions. Not a good afternoon for the Chiefs. College football Saturday, Pitt with a big win over Clemson. Pitt now ranked 17th in the nation. This is Pitt quarterback Kenny Pickett.
We came in thinking we were the better team, that we're going to come in and get a win. But like you said, they're still Clemson. They're a great team with a great defense. So, we had to come in with the energy. And, the motto is really win at all costs, do whatever we have to do to get the win.
How about the Penn State Nittany Lions? They're probably still crying this morning. They lost to Illinois 20-18 in 9 overtimes. That included 2-point conversions. Are you kidding me? Let's hear from the head coach of Penn State, James Franklin.
Yeah, obviously, I think the model was to limit these type of games, to try to end it. And I don't know if, obviously, this is a good representation of that because it didn't do that today.
Penguins, after they beat up on Toronto this past weekend, they will be back in action at home Tuesday, hosting the defending Stanley Cup champion, Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm Bill DeFabio on sports, and we are the Watchdog and your voice in the Ohio Valley.
This is Hoppy Kercheval. Join me weekdays at 10 o'clock right after the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe for Talkline. I have guests, conversations, texts, phone calls on all the big stories affecting us in West Virginia. So tune in weekdays right here on FM 98.1 and FM 97.7, The Watchdog.
$3.5 trillion. That's the cost of the reckless spending plan President Biden and the Washington extremists are rushing through Congress. Their socialist plan will bankrupt America and force West Virginia a spending spree and taxpayer-funded abortions. But Senator Manchin is under enormous pressure from Washington liberals to cave to their extreme agenda. Biden and Pelosi are intent on forcing West Virginians to pay for abortion on demand, even up to the moment of birth when babies can feel excruciating pain. West Virginians need to thank Manchin for standing strong. Call Senator Joe Manchin at 202-224-3954. Thank Manchin for opposing Biden and the socialists in Congress. Tell him to stand strong against their plan to bankrupt America and force West Virginians to pay for abortions. Paid for by Susan B. Anthony List.
For all of your IT needs, visit OmniPerforms.com. Omni Strategic Technologies, the only IT company that the Watchdog trusts.
Quaker Steak and Lube at the Highlands is the perfect place to relax after a long day. Happy hour from 3 to 6 Monday through Friday. Get $2 off appetizers, $3 off domestic drafts, and house wine specials. Quaker Steak and Lube, voted Best Wings USA. Quaker Steak and Lube at the Highlands with another steal of a deal. Get a steak burger and fries all day Monday for only $8.99. It's also Military Mondays. The Lube will take 25% off for all veterans, active duty military, and first responders. Quaker Steak and Lube, voted Best Wings USA.
Whether you look forward to working on your outdoor space or for what comes after, battery power made by Steel has the outdoor tools to get you there. From the reliable power of our chainsaws and mowers to the quiet performance of our blowers and trimmers, enjoy more of the sounds of fall with the AK Homeowner series of battery tools starting at $199.99. Real Steel. Find yours at SteelDealers.com. All prices MSRP. Available at participating dealers while supplies last. Maybe you love the smell of freshly cut grass. Maybe you love the aroma of steaks on the grill. Steel has the outdoor power equipment to get you there. From the dependable performance of our leaf blowers to the legendary power of our chainsaws. Find your perfect backyard with outdoor power tools starting at just $139.99. Real Steel. Find yours at over 10,000 local dealers and at SteelDealers.com. All prices MSRP. Available at participating dealers while supplies last.
West Virginia Outdoors is the Mountain State's only hook and bullet radio show, dedicated to the more than 250,000 hunters and anglers across the state. Award-winning host Chris Lawrence has been tracking down hunting and fishing stories for more than 25 years.
Went in behind a little birch tree at its head. I reached down and got the bow position and found its horns and dropped down and shot it in the neck.
Whether it's hunting and fishing news,
it tracks real super well, but not with a 60-pound carp tied to the side.
Or just compelling stories about the enjoyment of the great outdoors.
How close did you let him get in before you let fly on him?
He was about 18 yards, Chris. He got turned in the right angle there, and I touched off the trigger, and when I hit him, he ran kind of up the hill, which scared me at first.
West Virginia Outdoors covers it all. Saturday mornings at 7:06 a.m. And for your daily fix, Outdoors Today brings you 2.5 minutes of news and notes from the woods and water every weekday morning. No one covers the great outdoors like Chris Lawrence. And Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Watch out! He could climb on his soapbox at any time. The Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe continues.
17 till the hour here on the Watchdog Morning Show. It is weather chat time, except I got no one to chat to the weather about. Well, I can chat with Biff. Biff and I can chat about the weather. How's the weather, Biff?
Yeah, cloudy and rain is on the way.
That's pretty much it. Aaron is still on his wedding break. Not his wedding, but he's at a wedding over the weekend, so he took a couple days off before and after it. Must be a hell of a wedding. He's got to take a couple of days to recuperate.
Yeah.
But Aaron will be back with us tomorrow. So let me just tell you, it is going to be, as Biff said, and increasingly, it's the clouds are starting to come in now. It's a clear morning this morning. It's going to be an increasingly cloudy day as the day goes on. Showers, a rumble of thunder is likely this afternoon. Get up to around 70, down to around 50 overnight tonight. Pretty steady rain overnight tonight. More showers coming in tomorrow and much of the week this week. Tomorrow, our high only 53, so 70 today, 53 tomorrow. Right now, big difference from up high and down low. 62 at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport. I've got 49 here at the home studios and 52 at the Robinson Auto Group Studios downtown Wheeling in the heart of the Ohio Valley. We are just, a week away from Halloween, right?
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, so this Sunday? No. Yeah, Sunday. Holy man, yes.
Yeah.
You're right, less than a week away.
6 days.
6 days away.
Yep.
Yeah, from Halloween. Then comes Thanksgiving. Gobble, 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 gobble. Wonder if we're going to be able to kill the turkeys again this year. I haven't heard about that. Hope we have the turkey shoot. I love that turkey shoot. And then Christmas will be here. Bottom line is fall is rapidly turning, it's rapidly turning to fall now. We had that late summer, now it's turning to fall. Winter will be coming very soon. So NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, has put together a list of what they think is the most likely weather pattern for this coming winter. In general, NOAA says we should look for a warmer than average winter for most of the country. I guess that's good, right? Warmer than average? Huh?
Yeah.
I think that works all right. Different parts of the region will have slightly different approaches. The South and the Gulf Coast have the strongest chance of warm winter. Southwest, Midwest, Northeast, warmer winter. In the Northern Rockies, New York, Kentucky, Missouri, and Ohio and West Virginia, we are expected to see more precipitation. Now, we're talking about winter, so I assume precipitation means snow. I'm guessing that's what they mean. Winter precipitation usually is snow. So we might see more snow. So warmer than average, but some snow is possible. That's what NOAA says is NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, which is kind of the parent group for the National Weather Service. That's what they are predicting for the winter weather this year. So just thought you might be prepared for that. Now, Biff, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since President Kennedy was killed, right?
Yes, it has.
1963. Someone tried to trip me up on that one day last week.
58 years ago?
Someone was testing my ability to remember dates and said, well, as you know, Howard Kennedy was killed in 64. I said, 63? Oh, good. I'm glad you caught that. You would think that would be enough time to have reviewed all of the documents connected with that, wouldn't you think?
More than enough time, yes.
Two nephews of President John F. Kennedy are calling for the Biden administration to release the final batch of secret documents related to that 1963 assassination. And the White House says, yeah, we're probably going to hold them for a while. Hold them for a while? The hell is going on here? The final set of records from the Kennedy assassination were scheduled to be made public tomorrow. Way back when they were, I guess, classified, and we were going to see them for X number of years, et cetera, et cetera. They were now to be made public. The final bits were supposed to be made public tomorrow. But on Friday, the White House said, well, we're going to put that off for a couple of months, at least, and maybe we're going to just wait a little bit longer. What is in those documents? Robert F. Kennedy Jr. told Politico magazine it's, quote, an outrage against American democracy. The documents haven't been released. And his cousin, former Congressman Patrick Kennedy, said, I think for the good of the country, everything has to be out there. So there's a greater understanding of our history. But Politico says the White House issued a background statement saying the National Archives has advised them their review of the classified material was, quote, severely hampered because of the pandemic, and they asked for more time. The pandemic? The pandemic was in 1920. Not 1920. Yeah, it was in 2020. So okay, so the pandemic slowed you down. What did you do from 63 to 20?
They slept.
He was assassinated in 1963, and you're going to claim the pandemic has slowed you down so you can't release this?
Hey, when all else fails, blame the pandemic. I mean, it gets blamed for everything else. Why not?
I know, but there's no logic to that. He was assassinated in 1963. So I'll give them 20 to 21. I'll give them 20 to 20, or 20 to 22 for that matter. Okay, yep, those years slowed things down. Absolutely. What happened from 63 to 20? I mean, I do not believe that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. I believe that there was there were other actors involved. But what is it that our government doesn't want us to know? I'm not a conspiracy guy, Biff. I mean, I really am not. But what is it our government doesn't want us to know that they're gonna withhold the documents even longer.
Well, and I think too, it says something when the family comes out and says, "Hey, we want everything released." I mean,
right.
Go ahead and do it. I could see if it was coming from the family, if they said, "No, we don't think this is."
We want to protect.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. But when they flat out come out and say, "Hey, make it all available," that sends a statement right there.
There's some. I don't like to be the conspiracy guy, but what the hell is what's inside these documents? That in 50, what did you say, it was 58 years, so let's give them the last 2 for the pandemic. So in 55 years, they couldn't review, they couldn't, I mean, what?
Well, and and look at it this way, the conspiracy theorists are going to have a field day with this.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and I'm having a field day with it.
The ones that are, really true conspiracy theorists, I mean, they're having a ball with this right now.
Absolutely. And they should. And for God's sake, come up with a better explanation than the pandemic. I don't know. Tell us you lost Kennedy's brain. Oh no, they did that. They did do that. There's got to be, I mean, if you're going to make something up better than, we've got slowed down by the pandemic. It happened in 1963. Oh, boy. Anyway, thought that might be worth a conversation here. If you have some thoughts on that, 304-214-1600, 304-214-1600, Watchdog Radio Network text line, or the CityNet hotline at 304-232-8255. Couple of things you might want to text in about today. Number one, talking about Christmas shopping earlier and gadgets. What are the gadgets? Do you have any gadgets this year you'd like to get? If you do, text me what they might be. Are they cell phones? Is it a new iPhone? Is it an Apple Watch? Is it a new Nintendo game? Whatever. Text me what your gadgets you're looking for this year at Christmas are. And then number two, any thoughts? Why are they withholding still this information on the Kennedy assassination? It can't be the pandemic. 304-232-8255. 7 before the hour here on the Watchdog Morning Show.
New Belgium Fat Tire Amber Ale is now
Okay.
One of your new favorite craft beers. Fat Tire Amber Ale is now available at local retailers. Please don't drink and drive, and drink responsibly. From your friends at Wine and Beverage Merchants.
I'm not buying till I checked on Ford.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there is one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. Being in business for over 50 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at DoanFord.com.
I'm not buying till I check Doan Ford.
Attorney Tom McIntyre.
Life. It may knock you down, but you don't have to say that way. I'm Tom McIntyre. I'm a bankruptcy attorney, and I'm here to help you. Give us a call, and we'll send you a copy of my free book, When Bad Things Happen to Good People. It's an interesting read, and it'll explain bankruptcy to you like no other book does. Give us a call. We're here to help.
Call Thomas E. McIntyre and Associates at 304-232-8600. Allow us to help put you back on the road to financial success.
I'm Josh from Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. I hope you are staying healthy. We continue to respond to structural, fire, and water emergencies. We are combating COVID-19 with our highly trained staff and latest disinfection systems, providing preventative and reactive disinfection to facilities around the region, while working with area hospitals on isolation areas and air filtering. At Panhandle, we continue to follow social distancing and hygiene protocols. We are dedicated to our community, and together we will get through this.
Follow us on Facebook for the latest news, show updates, podcasts, alerts, and live video streams from the Valley's only network dedicated to local, community-driven talk radio, The Watchdog.
Conversation you care about from people you know. The Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe continues.
The low rider is a little higher.
62 at the airport, clear skies, 49 degrees, clear skies here at the home studios, and 52 at the Robinson Auto Group Studios, downtown Wheeling in the heart of the Ohio Valley. Cloudy as the day goes on, and showers and even a rumble of thunder later this afternoon. Our old friends, Jim Frio, and by that I mean our longtime friends. Not that they're old.
Oh, gee.
Want to be careful about that.
Yes.
Our longtime friends, Jim Frio and Shane Stack, have an auction coming up today. It's an online auction only of Fenton, Hobbs, Imperial Glass, milk bottles, primitives, a lot of other items. If you're a collector, you might be interested in it. It's at 10 o'clock this morning. And if you're interested in learning more about it, go to auctionzip.com or freoauctions.com. Click on the upcoming events. There's a whole list of the things that are going to be available on the auction block. And again, it's mainly Fenton, Hobbs, Imperial, milk bottles, a lot of glassware, collectible kind of stuff. That's today. Frio Stack auction service putting that on. It's an online auction only. Next Monday, November 1st, the Ogilvy Resort surplus auction for vehicles and equipment and so on will be online as well. You can also check out that at freoauctions.com or at auctionzip.com. So Jim and Shane have some good stuff coming up, including today. Tomorrow at the Ohio County Public Library, they're doing a Halloween program. Of course, that would make perfect sense, of course, to have a Halloween program. It's All Zombies Are Local. Deconstructing the Pittsburgh Zombie. That's the topic that will be done at the Lunch with Books program at the Ohio County Library tomorrow at noon. It is an in-person event, so you can go to the library, watch the presentation, and circulate around with your friends. Bring a bag lunch if you want to. Or you can watch the live stream on the library's Facebook or YouTube channels. Now, if you want to get in the spirit of Halloween with the library, right now on their YouTube and Facebook channels, they have a locally produced Halloween film called They're Coming to Get You. It was written by Sean Duffy from the library. Don Feenerty, just a tremendous local photographer, has done the photography. My good friend, my old friend, Jared Thompson, again, I don't mean in age, I mean long time. Jared Thompson did the photography and the editing, and a lot of local actors are in it performing. Ron Scott, Bob Villanaga, Elmer Murphy. By the way, some of you may have seen a couple of months ago, there were pictures popping up on Facebook of a strange-looking clown wandering through the city. This was somebody dressed up for this movie. You can check this movie out, this Wheeling Zombie movie, if you will, at the Ohio County Library page in preparation for tomorrow's Halloween presentation for Lunch with Books. 8 o'clock right now, right here on the Watchdog Morning Show.
The Watchdog is FM 98.1, AM 1600 WKKX Wheeling, FM 97.7, AM 1370 WVLY Moundsville.
The ABC News is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
Preston, homicide.
If we got Matt Robeson at 8:10. Or at least I hope that we do. And Dave Palmer at 9:10. Thanks.